It's still afternoon. I'm at my seat reading Howl. It isn't a book for kids, but I'm not much of a kid anyway. Kids have parents. Kids don't have to come up with crazy ways to earn money to feed themselves. We're stopped somewhere in Missouri, whose farms are less orderly than the ones in Kansas. The land is less flat and more tumbled, and there are big stretches of dark woods and lots of creeks. I see Dorothea in the reflection of my window. Carlos wants to see you. Why? She looks at her fingernails. He needs some help with the crosswords. I'm reading. I see that. But you should come and help him. He's lonely. Really? Yeah, it'll make him happy if you do more crosswords with him. He likes your company. I leave the book on my seat and follow Dorothea to the observation lounge. Carlos is sitting at a table with his back to me, and I drop into a chair across from him. The crossword is laid out on the table. He hasn't completed much of it yet. Hey, he says, smiling, thanks for joining me. It's my pleasure. It's a good thing I've got a book of these puzzles, because the Mississippi River is going to be holding us up for a while. Really? Yeah, here's what I need for you. Sonic Artist blank fire. Arcade. He counts the spaces. Yep, that works. I don't know what the heck it means, but it works. He glances over my shoulder. So, the Mississippi is so high, it's lapping at the tracks in Fort Madison, Iowa. That's where we cross it, or we would have if we could. We have to wait for the river to back away from the tracks, maybe a day or more. Really? I immediately wondered how I'd managed to eat. It's like extra innings in baseball. Then Carlos cracks a smile, and at first I think he's kidding about the river, but then the lights go dim and I hear Dorothea and Neil singing. It's my birthday, and they're singing happy birthday to me. By the time they reach the second line, half the observation lounge is singing with them. They appear from behind me, Neil holding a cake with 13 lit candles illuminating their happy faces. I start crying because it's the most beautiful cake I've ever seen, with pink and white frosting, and Happy Birthday Ryder written in fancy cursive. They're done singing and the candles are glowing. Make a wish, Dorothea says, but all I can do is cry. I'm shaking with it. I can't even draw a breath to blow out the candles. Dorothea pats me on the back. Neil sits down next to Carlos, and they're both smiling at me. I start pulling the candles from the frosting, dropping them into Carlos's coffee to extinguish them. He laughs. Those are happy tears, right? Neil asks. I don't cry, I say, my voice sounding tortured. Everyone laughs. Finally, I've dropped all 13 candles into Carlos's coffee. I hope your wish comes true, Dorothea says. My wish is for Espy, my friend from the shelter in Palm Springs. Today is her birthday, too, and my wish is for Espy's mom to get clean so she can take her back. My wish is for Espy's suitcase to get unpacked in her own home. Dorothea turns the lights back on and sets down a stack of paper plates and forks. I saw on your identification that you'd be having a birthday on the train. I mentioned it to Carlos, and he ordered the cake from a bakery in Kansas City. They had it ready when we got there. I look at Carlos, but I can't even manage to say thanks. I can't get the words out. Already, this is the best birthday party I've ever been to, Carlos says. Thank you for letting us celebrate it with you. We eat the cake. It's white cake. It's the best cake ever. I'll never forget how it looks, how it tastes. I can't say a single thing to anyone, but I'm filled with a supreme happiness and a little bit of guilt for noticing that nobody ever threw me a birthday party that made me feel this good before. The people sitting at the table with me feel like a family, my family. If I could choose my family, they'd be just like this. This is how families should make each other feel on birthdays. No paramedics, no drama, no disappointments. Only after 3 slices of cake and 2 cups of coffee can I manage the words, thank you. I'm a teenager now, but that's not why I feel different. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it has something to do with this train I ride. I walk downstairs to one of the bathrooms and look at myself in the mirror. I stare for a while. Hello, I say. Hello, the girl in the mirror replies. You are my daughter, I say. I tell her this frequently, and she has always said the same things to me. Dr. Lola thought it was a good exercise, and though it sounded pathetic at first, I ended up agreeing with her. She looks not so much sad, but like she's been sad a lot of times, but every now and then happy. She has a little bit of cake frosting above her lip, which makes me smile to see, which makes her smile, and she licks it off. I trust you, I say to her. I trust you too, she says. Remember last year? It started out as the worst birthday ever. Yes, the girl in the mirror answers. Dead mom, no dad, no friends, only a grumpy grandma with a cupcake from the grocery store and a single candle she lit with her cigarette. Then Les and Ray stole you away from Grandma's. I smile. They got a princess cake and a tiara, and they dressed like 2 jesters. You told them 12 was too old to be a princess. I know, I say, but I was glad to be a princess for a day. It ended up being the best birthday ever, she says. Yes, until today. She wipes her eyes on her shirt sleeve, then smiles. I wish her a happy birthday, and she wishes me the same. Then we blow each other kisses, and I leave her. I walk upstairs across the back downstairs to see Neil at the snack counter. Hello, beautiful, he says. Hello, handsome. I look at my shoes and then back at him. I'm not really going to Disneyland. I'm glad, 'cause it's the other direction. My grandma died. That's why I'm on this train. He nods and takes off his cap. I'm sorry. I was living with her for 2 years after my mom died. His hand goes to his heart. He seems to be searching for words, but nothing comes out. I look at his beautiful dark hair. I don't want you to feel bad. I just don't want to be dishonest with you about, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. Are you going to your grandmother's funeral? I shake my head. It's already happened. I kick at the carpet. I didn't really like her very much, but she kept me alive, especially when my mom couldn't. Neil nods, a faraway look on his face. Sometimes that's how it is. I look at my fingernails. Also, my name is spelled R-Y-D-R, 'cause I say so. I don't know why, but he puts his hand to his mouth like he's covering a smile. His eyes shine. I'm not the bad things that have happened to me, I say. I'm nothing but who I choose to be. Yes, he says. You've chosen well. The train rolls on, but it isn't in a hurry. It knows that it has to stop and wait at Mississippi River, which we can't cross until at least tomorrow. We should have been in Chicago already, but we aren't even in Illinois yet, thanks to the delays. I don't care. Let it rain. Let the river rise and wash away the tracks that would take me to Chicago. Tender Chunks passes through the coach, nods at me, and heads downstairs. I count to 5 and follow him. At the bottom of the stairs are a few bathrooms. I stand halfway from the bottom and wait until I hear the sound of the bathroom door opening and then descend. It's just a man with a beer belly. I turn sideways to let him pass, then go back up a few steps. Another door opens, and this time it's Tender Chunks. Oh, hey, I say. Hey. I'm standing square in the narrow stairway blocking him, so I thought I'd eat in the dining car tonight. I glanced down at my dead SpongeBob watch. I'm kind of sick of donut holes and veggie burgers. But you have to have 2 people to get a table. Really? I nod. Yeah, and since you're pretty much the only scout capable of conversation, I thought maybe you could be the other person. The other person? You follow quick. Yeah, the other person, so I can eat there. Your invitation for me to be the other person is extremely flattering, but I don't have enough money. The food is quite expensive. Right. Well, it just so happens that I made enough money delivering food today to pay for both of us. I'm standing 2 stairs above him, looking down. Do I have to pay you back? I roll my eyes. No. Look, I'm sure I can find someone else. I'd love to. It takes me a second to figure out what comes next. I glance again at my broken watch, broken since the day I fought off the bully girls. My heart is racing now. Okay, I'll meet you in the dining car at 6:30. I'm having dinner with a boy. I think this is okay, and maybe even good. Maybe I won't know until after it's over.